Let's go.
We're going to beat the curtain, guys.
What?
Very good afternoon, happy Friday. Hello everyone, welcome to 4 p.m. at Mona. Welcome to Mona if you've not been here before, and just welcome a great big suitcase full of welcomes. Hello. Hello. Hello, thank you. My name is Dean Stevenson and I'm the 4 p.m. guy. Did anyone see me here at 10 o'clock, well 10 past 10 this morning? Did anyone see me? I was late, I know. Given the amount of notes in today's piece, it's rather surprising. I was late, but I started to do new music today. That's the whole idea of 4 p.m. It's new music every day. And someone even asked me just about 20 minutes ago, it's like, so do you send the parts out and they rehearse it and they come in and play it? I said, no. They don't get away that easily. Just printed the parts. And they're now looking at them now, so that's when you're going to hear it, that's when they're going to hear it, that's when I'm going to hear it, we're all going to do it together. So we're about to witness a bit of a rehearsal whilst we bolt today together. And then when we get to the end, we'll play it all the way through as a piece. And then we'll have a drink and celebrate. Is everybody got a, well, you have a drink, there's a bar around the corner, do get a drink. The thing with drinking is there's a 4 p.m. drinking game. For those who have a drink now, could you please choose somebody in the ensemble, whom I will introduce in a moment. Please choose one of the four. Chosen someone?
I choose Will.
Good. Every time they touch their pencil, you have a drink. Okay, that's the
But
way it goes.
every time we touch a drink, they have to write something.
Yeah, right, okay. Pencils. So please give your love for today's quartet of Miranda, Fran, Will and Nick. Okay. So I'm going to cut to some of the chases because we can have Q&A. What everyone always wants, there's always two questions. How do you come up with something every day, which is every day they say, every day. How do you do that? I'll talk about that later. And the second most popular question is, what was your inspiration for today? So I came up with the thing when you come up with a few different melodies in one day, you go, oh, lucky, got a few. But then chances are you'll try and put them all together in some big, it just turns to mud because there's too many ideas. So Will, if you could just play for me from bar one.
From bar one?
Yep. Yeah, so basically that was my first idea, and because other ideas, which I'll explain in a second, came back to back, I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll try and at least explain to you, whether it works or not, I'll try and make it sound like I thought this all day long, which I didn't, only thought of it half an hour ago, so I'm going to try and bolt on an explanation that might fail. It's a 5-minute ballet, and I'll introduce the different characters as I go. That's what I'm going to say to you, because there's a few different melodies and I hope that they kind of work together. If you can see that screen over there, you'll see my score whizzing by. If you can't see that and you want to read the music, there's a paper copy here. Feel free to have a gaze at that. Right then, let's go. Yes, welcome. Phone calls, everyone. I've called today Odyssey because I think it's going to be a bit of an odyssey, and this is the 476th day that we've been doing this. They didn't clap, Miss Carson.
No.
I know.
Thank you.
Yeah! Thank you. Right. Okay, so there are a number of melodies. Let's see. Top again, please, Will.
Is that tempo okay?
Yep, lovely.
This is A, yeah?
Now it's A again. So what I've done there is the same melody, just kind of like slightly reharmonised. I think today's going to be a bit of a chew. That's what I reckon, because it's quite intense. And if we get time, we'll play something nice and easy at the end. Because I'm always I'm writing for easy things, not easy, but I'm looking for the big gushy, smulchy melodies. I wrote 3 of them last week. Bloody hell! Now we can go from bar 11, where
Is there an upbeat?
There's a crotchet upbeat, yeah.
crotchet upbeat and cello comes in.
Shit, sorry, it's still in 3.
It's in 3,
Change,
yep.
change to 3 and stayed in
Does
3.
it stay in
I
3?
don't know why I
How
thought it
dare
was
it?
just one bar. My bad. Can we do that
That was
again?
kind of spooky.
Yeah.
B?
Go from the let's go again from up into 11 again.
Up into 11.
11. C. New melody here. Into viola. Hold there. So I had the first melody played by viola. I'm not even totally sure what it's not like an easy whistleable thing. I suggest it's a bit dark and mysterious. But then we have this dee dee da da bum ba da, which is lovely, but also includes something which gets really irritating and siren-like later on. So let's decide between us who owns those, whether it's the hero, the heroine, the bad guy, or someone else.
Bad guy.
Bad guy. 3 before D. 3 before D.
3 before?
Yeah,
3 before D. Yep. Okay, so I think that's probably, it's a bit kind of warish, a bit sort of like, I don't know, big, bad, yucky. This is good. We can probably move this tempo on a little bit more.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go into figure F. Also, by the way, let's remember that they're sight reading this for the first time, so if it sounds good now, imagine what it'll sound like in a few minutes when they get to the end. It looks already good. And if you have any questions, if you don't understand what's going on, feel free to ask.
No cheating.
I'm just figuring out a bowing, that's all.
So from upbeat
It's not a
to,
very good bowl.
upbeat to F.
Up into F, yep.
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 Now I haven't written it in. Okay, up into
Up into F. exciting. So something awful and dastardly is going on there. That's very good. Very
So
good.
I think you want the tempo different.
I do. Yeah.
Like,
Definitely. It says push
So-
at H. Push
Yeah,
that along.
push a
yes.
bit more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
Yep.
push like poco or suddenly?
Or you want it
Or
suddenly.
like just suddenly faster.
Like suddenly fast. Suddenly. At
Yeah.
least suddenly. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Super Turkish.
Yeah, super.
Pencils.
Yeah.
Thank you. I should have said it. I should have included me because I'm holding my pencils the whole fucking time. No one's chosen me. Anyway.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
That's why I always pick me.
Is there a slowdown into J?
Does it slow down into J? Yes. Yep.
Oh, into
Oh,
J.
not into, no, just slow.
But is there a diminuendo?
Yes, diminuendo.
Oh, you've got
There is
one.
a
Yeah, bar
diminuendo.
four.
Oh. Got one.
Diminuendo is fancy for
The
get
editor
quieter.
forgot to put it in.
Could we go from, just for tempo wise, like, could we go from F maybe?
Sure thing.
And give us the tempo you want.
Yep. Okay, cool. Let's do that. 1, 2.
Okay, yeah.
Another melody. Yeah. Oh. And hold there. So the melody you just heard the viola play, was played way early by the violin as well, like off in the distance. So I'm trying to put melodies over the top of each other. So if you're watching some kind of theatrical thing, you sort of, you hear melodies and you think of a character who's about to enter, or someone's about to get screwed, or you know how it works. You can hear Darth Vader before you see him. That's the way themes tend to go. So that's what I want. We've been screwed. Not by me. No, not yet. Any questions, anybody? Is anybody curious? Is anybody complex? You can ask a question, either of the musicians or myself, or of the person next to you. No?
There was a big slowdown. So
We slowed down a lot at
More
M,
M, wasn't it?
kind of thing. Is that what you wanted?
Probably a bit more.
Yeah.
Not that much. Yeah,
No.
you did, yes, but not that much. So
Yeah.
by all means, give us
figure
the.
M
I think that
M for milk.
is will be like the heroine's theme
Yeah.
potentially. So
we
make that
try not to slow
sweeter,
down too
but not
much
too
at
much.
N.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got it.
I don't even
M,
know.
you slowed
N for
Yeah,
Nicholas.
slowed me
Yeah.
right down, so I hadn't had anything up
Mm.
for the music, so I was just,
Yeah, but we won't do it
Yeah,
as
so
much
a nice
as what you did.
ethereal sound at end, but not slow.
oh, and at J,
A J, yes.
you've got the tremolo written, and then at K, you've got trills, but they'll sound exactly the same. Do you want them to sound different?
I should have written K.
I mean, they're different notes, but they're
J and K, did you say?
J and K.
No, I think
Did
it's a trill kind of effect.
Do you,
That's
you
what
just
I've
want
got.
them to sound the same kind?
I only wrote the trill because they were two more than the app will
Yeah,
only
yeah,
write
but
a
you
tone
want
on
the
a
same
trill.
effect.
Same effect,
That's
same
what-
effect.
that's what I'm
Same
asking.
effect.
Yeah.
Yes, same effect. Yeah.
Cool. Shall we go
Okay.
from maybe
Can we do N?
N?
In for Nelly?
I'll play
Yep.
the right notes this time. I was doing some interpretive.
Okay.
And for Nick.
Yeah.
Have
Can
another
you
go.
count us in for the tempo? Two.
This is the heroine's theme. Sad. Full realization of that melody here it is. Nice and pretty. So now what's going to happen, that was very kind of like, oh, the bad guys are back. Now what's going to happen, I think, we have at X, we've got dee-dee-dee-da, bum-ba-da, the heroine's melody over here, but then we have like the kind of the battle-y, kind of bad guy melody over here. So now we get the trilly, wobbly stuff in the middle, and we have these kind of overlaying, battling melodies. So the idea is that once you hear it start to finish, you get to sort of pick up on, oh, they've got the melody now. Oh, they've got the melody now. The same melody is getting handed around. Because if I gave the same melodies to the first violin the whole time, both Miranda and you would get bored. So it's my job to kind of swap it around and reharmonise it and reimagine it. Any questions? Are you ready? Nope.
Does everyone have the upbeat into X?
Everybody has the upbeat into X.
And the commas before.
And yeah, it goes to us quicker.
Okay, in tempo.
Well,
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so that's kind of quick.
Yep.
I got a question.
Yep.
Just double checking in notes.
Yep.
In V,
Yep.
so just the second bar of V, is that definitely D natural? in the
D
bottom?
natural.
Is that good?
I have a D natural too.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yep.
But it's an augmented fourth.
Yeah. D natural.
So I've got, yeah, okay. Key confusion.
Okay. This is good.
Maybe from W.
From W. Yep. Yep.
3.
It's in three, yeah. So what I've done here with the beep ba
Yep.
it's both like a kind of a siren,
Okay.
an alarm
So
siren
quite
as
deliberate.
well as, so because I go from mid to piano to forte, back down to
Yeah,
quieting
okay,
again.
yeah.
So once it's really sweet, when it starts beep ba and
Okay.
then ga ga ga.
Put an upbeat in.
Same thing,
Up, down.
does two jobs.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
straight on Y.
Straight on Y.
Sorry, wait, that was before what? That was before X. Up, down, yeah?
Yep.
Up, down, yeah.
Whereas it's a bit different.
Sorry, this is Y now?
Yeah,
Y.
straight on Y.
2, 3.
You did.
I did. I did. That was the last bar. What did I do? Was I trying to prove what key? I don't know why I did that. Anyway, because it's a middle movement and it's going on somewhere
Right.
else. That's why when it doesn't end well, you say it's a middle movement. Okay.
I've got a question.
Got a question. A lot of questions.
In 117,
117.
I kind of have like still tasto
That's
written.
ages.
Yeah, I do too.
Is that vibe continued all the way till R?
Oh, yeah.
Or does it go back to kind of
Ordinary,
romantic?
Ord at R. You should have ord
We
written
have
in yours.
ord.
Okay, I just have pits. I was wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, ord at R.
Cool.
Ord is how we say ordinary. So basically, Nick, can you just be ordinary?
No.
Stop being exceptional. Let's just be
It's just
fucking
ord.
ordinary for once.
Just
anyway. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, who needs the innery?
Right.
So it starts at Will does whatever he wants to think.
Yes.
When does the tempo sort of? Because I think we're a bit slow.
That's a
Like
good question.
so maybe at like C, or like, we start to move it along a bit.
Yes.
I think. Is that
Yep.
kinda
Because
what you want?
it's all textural until C.
Yeah.
At C we're in to tempo. Absolutely.
So I'll just set a
Yep.
projects and
Yep. It continues.
So
There
good.
could be some radical tempo changes, but I haven't
yeah.
kind of
We'll
imagined.
try
I'm
and
afraid, in
we'll
the-
try and cut.
And
Yeah.
before D is the only time in the piece that rhythm's double dotted, isn't it? Like that's a real thing there. The B,
Yeah.
ba-da.
B. Ba-da. Yeah.
And then it's
Ba-da.
that, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Would you like change the bowing, so
Yeah,
slurring da-da.
That's quite nice.
Because then, otherwise we can tend to be late on
I see.
Yeah,
Right.
it's hard to get the
onto
level
the
there.
dotted.
Would you call that a more folky sound? What would you call that?
It just helps be a bit later.
Okay.
Like
Can you make it more
be
Celtic?
on
String
time.
players can talk about bowing.
Make it more Celtic.
Yeah, more Celtic.
Ask them about bowing.
So do you want to do that
You'll
one?
have a lot to drink.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So and just for 3 bars. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Right,
I've
we're,
got it
we're getting
further.
ready now
Okay.
to run this through. I have no idea what this will be like, or whether we'll even like it, whether you'll like it, whether I'll pick it as a favourite. The favourites we have, we make albums of at the end of each season. Volume 3, very good, for sale upstairs, or a bunch of downloads. We go into you probably saw our studio today down the end there, the Frying Pan Studio, so we record down there, which is pretty cool. This whole premise of 4 p.m. is about kind of me showing up, not to necessarily. Sometimes I think I'm really quite proud, and other days I'm just kind of average, and some days I'm just ordinary. But that's okay. That's kind of the process of doing it, and that's the kind of the deal that I'm able to show up. And most of the days have been shit. I mean, let's face it, because most of them kind of have to be. Most of them have to be shit. You can't get it right every time. And if you think you do, then you've been fooled by the self-confidence of social media that everything's fucking awesome. It's not. You'll make lots of shitty mistakes, but you have to do all those things as compost for the good stuff. There's no other way around it. This book here, which you'll see here and for sale in the shop, is my journals of 150 of these days in a row. I published them all to sort of give you an idea of what it's like to do this. Just keeping a journal of 150 consecutive days, making music. You can also get the live music through that. There's microphones, so we record everything. There's also a live stream. There's a bunch of ways to tap into this crazy project which goes on and on and on. And we're very pleased to be here and doing it. You're going to be ready to give it a run?
Ready.
Would you please
Yep.
give it up for Miranda, for Fran, for Will, and for Nick again. Can I sit down? Okay. Can I sit down? I'm going to sit down now. I've called this one Odyssey. This is day 476. Here we go.
So
Top to
there's a
tail.
pause, and then I do the up into about 11. and
Yep,
that's
yep.
it.
Gotcha.
Yep, cool.
Fingers crossed.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Miranda. Thank you, Fran. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Nick. There you go. That was today's piece. Shit. That was. What do you think? Did anyone have any particular characters or places or thing they were imagining? You're happy to share? The Love Child of Shostakovich Jazz Suite and The Hateful Eight. I'll take that as a compliment. I will, yeah, thank you. Thank you. A few big bad wolf moments, yes. Yeah. Hey, wow. Great, and they're still here, and so now we're going to play something nice. Just for, that was kind of fun and thematic and all, and we could play it again, but who's got energy for that? But I've got a recording of it now, and if you're on my Patreon page, you can get a recording of it too, to your inbox. Let's play day 361, because I kind of like it, and it's going to give you like a, oh thank God, a nice melody I can whistle as I go home. This is called Celtic Lullaby, and it's on this volume 3 called The Monster in the Lake. You can buy it up at the shop. I'm going to be up at the shop in about a 4:45 and sign books if you want to purchase a book. Thank you so much. This is called Celtic Lullaby from a Monday, and it was I wrote it here in this room in a day. Here it is. Thank you so much. Miranda, Fran, Will and Nick, thank you so much. My name is Dean Stevenson, that's 4 p.m. for today. Safe journey. I'll be up in the shop to sell some books in a second. Otherwise, have a lovely weekend. Thank you. Bye.